Assalamualaikum. We are from company Puspa Nusantara Sdn Berhad. Today I would like to introduce my members. Firstly, my name is Muhammad Ibrahim Zaini.
And my name is Muhammad Aziz.
My name is Sufi Aziz Shazali bin Hafizi.
My name is Adib Rushadi bin Zakri.
My name is Abdul Qadir bin Zaidi.
Our company, Puspa Nusantara Sdn Berhad, is a local fashion company from Malaysia. We specialize traditional Malaysian clothing. Our main products are baju batik lelaki and baju kebaya. We crafted with modern techniques, cultural design. We use high quality batik and cotton fabrics that formulated and have been passed down from generation to generation, which is you can wear in a formal event and office attire, also for business purposes. We established with capital 300,000. We contribute equally by the 5 directors and used to the finance, such as including raw materials, purchases, tailoring equipment, rental premises, and advertising. We located at Shah Alam, Selangor Darul Ihsan. Because we choose this place is Shah Alam is Malaysia's first planned industrial city after independence. Hence, it has multiple dedicated industrial areas, and these zones are designed specifically for manufacturing, logistics, and warehousing. Okay, for first product, which is baju batik, let's see our specification of product. So, first product name is baju batik lelaki. We estimate selling price is for RM70. This is one of example our product picture, as you can see. So I would like to tell to you about our product features. Our product features first, we use fabric quality made up from breathable 100% cotton. Second, we using unique of batik designs that features block printed digital batik motif. So we estimated our sales units for Q1 2026 is 390 units, and for Q2 2026 is 500 units. So we estimated our estimated closing inventory for Q4 2025 is 100 units. For Q1 2026 is 60 units, and lastly for Q2 2026 is 160 units. So we move to our second product, which is baju kebaya. Our product names for second product is baju kebaya anggun. As you can see, the codes BKA 002. So our estimated selling price is just affordable for RM160. This is one of example our model is product our products feature. So let's move to products features. As you can see, the product our features of the product lightweight and breathable, and it's also gentle on the skin. Second, elegant tailoring that figure flattering cut that enhance femininity. So it suits for females to use for business, office wear, or other purposes. So our estimated sales units for Q1 2026 is 410 units, and for Q2 2026 is 1600 units. So we can see our estimated closing inventory for Q4 2025 150 units. Q1 2026 is for 40 units, and Q2 2026 is only 140 units.
Okay, so this is for our direct material. For material A, the required unit per piece is 2.5 meters, and cost per unit is 15 ringgit per meters. For material B, which is thread, we require one spool of it. So the cost per unit is 50 cents per spool. for estimated closing inventory. For the quarter 4 of 2025, we use 250 meters. For quarter 1 2026, we use 150 meters. For quarter 2 2016, we use 400 meters. For materially, we use 100 spool in quarter 4 of 2025. For 2036 of quarter 1, we use 60 spool. For quarter 2, we use 160. So for the labor, we have two types of labor, which is type A and type B. The first one is handling cutting and stitching department. For labor rate, we pay 10 ringgit per hour, and required hour per unit is 1.5 hours. So for labor type B, which is finishing and button department, we pay them 8 ringgit per hour. So the total required hour per unit is 0.5 per hour. For the factory overhead cost of the first quarter of 2025, the electricity and utilities is 1,000 and 1,200 ringgit. For machine and maintenance is 800 ringgit, and for supervisor salary is 2,500 ringgit. For the second quarter, which is 1,400 ringgit. For the machine and maintenance, which is 850 ringgit, and for the supervisor salary, which is the same of 2,500 ringgit. For the selling and administration cost of the first quarter, the first one is advertising, which is 1,000 ringgit. For the office supplies is 400 ringgit. For the sales commission is 100 ringgit. And for the second quarter is the selling and administration. Advertising cost is 1,200 ringgit. For the office supplies is 450 ringgit. And for the sales commission, which is 500 ringgit.
Next is operation budget statement of comprehensive income. First, sales budget for quarter 1 2026. First, we have product code BBL001 and BKA002. Our expected sales unit for BBL001 390. For baju kebaya 410. Selling price per unit we choose for baju batik 70 ringgit and 160 for baju kebaya. For our total sales that we combine is 92,900 for quarter 2. Our expected sales increased by 500. For PKA 600. Our selling price per unit still remains the same, and our total sales increased by 1,030. Yang beli dalam sini guys 131,000 Our total sales 131,000. Next, we move on to the production budget for quarter 1 2026. First, we have expected sales and add current closing stock unit minus which is get total units required less planned opening stock production required unit, then total for baju batik 390 plus 60 equals to 450 minus 100 equals to 350. For kebaya anggun 410 plus 40 get 450 minus 150 to get 300, and we combine to get the 650. For quarter 2, baju batik 500 plus 160, we get 660 minus 60. Production required unit for baju batik quarter 2 600. For kebaya anggun 600 plus 140 total units required for bayar pun 740 minus 40 equals to 700. Then we combine to get 1300. Next, direct material usage budget for quarter 1. For material A, material B, material C and material D, production required per unit is 2.5. For material A, we use 875 units. So total for material A is 875 units. The answer we get is from 350 times 2.5 to get total 875. Is same into the material B, material C and material D. So total for material B 350, for material C 900 and for material D 450. Next, for quarter 2, it's the same concept for quarter 1 for direct material usage. So for quarter 2, material A, the answer is 1500. For material B is 600. For material C 2100 and material D 1050.
Okay, right here we have our direct material purchase budget on the first quarter of 2026. The first one, which is batik kotak fabric, our total usage is 875, and then we plus them with closing stock, which is 150, we get 1025. And then we minus them with planned opening stock, which is 250, and then we plus them with total materials that needs to be purchased, which is 775 units. And the material price per unit, which is 515 ringgit. After we conclude them, we get 11,625 ringgit. For the thread, the total usage is 350, and we plus them with the closing stock, which is 60, and we get 410. Then we minus them with 100 of opening stock, and then we get 310. And then the 310, we multiply them with 0.5, which is the material price per unit, we get 155. For the cotton lace, which is the same, total material is of usage is 900, and then we minus, then we plus with 120, we get 1020, and then we minus with the opening stock, which is 450, we get 570. Then we multiply them with 18 ringgit, which is the CPU, we get 10,260 ringgit. For the lining material, the total material usage is 450, and then we also plus them with 60, we get 510. And then we minus with opening stock, which is 225, we get 285. Then we multiply them with 6 ringgit, which is the CPU, we get 1,710 ringgit. Okay, for the second quarter of 2026, we use the same method, and we get the total material required, which is 1,900 unit, and the total material that need to be purchased is 26,000 ringgit. For the thread, the total material required is 760, and the total material needs to be purchased, which is 350 ringgit. For the cotton lace fabric, which is the same, we get 2,520 unit, and for the total material needs to be purchased, which is for 43,200 ringgit. For the lining material, we get 1,000, and 260 unit, and for the material needs to be purchased, which is 7,200 ringgit.
So now we will continue to direct level cost budget. So direct level cost budget for baju batik lelaki. So, first we divide to level type A and level type B. For production required, we included the unit that we need to produce. There is 300 FMC. So then we put the level of units for type A and type B. So here 1.5 and 0.5 for our company, the level for our company. Then we after we put the level of our units, we multiply the production required and with the level of unit, then we got the total level required. When we got the level our required for the production for baju batik lelaki, then we multiply the total level hour with the level hour per day RM. So get the total direct level cost for all the units to make baju batik lelaki. So we also use the same method for the baju kebaya anggun, and for the baju kebaya anggun, production required is 300 units. As for level hour per unit, 2 for type A and 1 for type B. Then the level hour required for type A and type B is 600 and 300. Then we multiply with level hour rate, that is 12 and 9. Then we got 7,200 for level type A for baju kebaya anggun, and then 2,700 level total direct level cost for baju kebaya anggun type B. Okay, for quarter 2, the difference is production required for baju batik lelaki and baju kebaya anggun. So as you can see here, the production required will increase from quarter 1 to quarter 2. Then the method is still the same as quarter 1. So we will get total direct level cost for baju batik lelaki. Level type A is 9,000. Then level type B to 2,400. For baju kebaya anggun, we got total direct level cost. Level type A is 16,800, and then level type B 6,300. Okay, then for factory overhead budget, is easy because all we need is to fulfill all requirement for machine maintenance, for academy, and then we total up the fixed production overhead. Same as variable. So the only variable we have is utilities. Then we total variable production overhead. Then total production overhead is sum up of total fixed production overhead and total variable production overhead. That's all. Okay, then overhead application rate. To find overhead application rate, is all we need is level hour required. So we total up all the level hour required from quarter 1 and quarter 2. Then we here we put all the factory overhead budget total. The total we divide by the total level hour required. So we will get OHA, which is overhead application rate just now for quarter 1. There is 2.8125 per level hour. Then the same as quarter 2. For quarter 2, we sum up all the level hour required from quarter 2. Then here we will divide the level hour required with factory overhead budget. Then we will get OHA, which is 1,4393 per level hour.
Okay, we will continue our presentation. So this is our statement of corporate significance for quarter 1 and quarter 2. For quarter 1, for baju batik lelaki, gross profit is 2,790. For baju kurung anggun, 15,080. And for the net profit is 11,470. And for quarter 2, baju batik lelaki gross profit 12,200. For baju kebaya anggun 48,000. And the net profit is 53,300. Okay, so this is working for quarter 1. For baju batik lelaki, direct labor, price per unit is 90. For direct material, price per unit is 38. For variable production overhead is 57 ringgit. For baju kebaya anggun, direct labor per unit 33, and direct material 63 per unit, and variable production overhead 96. Okay, this is for working for quarter 2. For baju batik lelaki, direct labor is 19 per unit. For direct material is 38 per unit, and for variable production overhead is 57. For baju kebaya anggun, direct labor per unit is RM53. For direct material is 63, and for variable production overhead RM96.